Staying in Copenhagen, the Chinese delegation is again emphasizing the country's stance on climate change and international cooperation to tackle the issue. China stands with other developing nations in protesting an attempt by the Denmark presidency, who is overseeing the talks, to advance draft outcome texts without consulting other parties. Renting also has this story.
The world is hoping for efforts to cool the earth. But the Danish presidency doesn't seem to be cool-headed at all. During Wednesday morning's discussions, the presidency hawked a new draft text without consulting convening parties. Two major working groups of the conference proposed two draft texts last Friday. It was agreed that the texts are the only legitimate basis for discussion on the outcome of the conference. The Danish presidency's move elicited nothing but protests from representatives of the developing world.
We think that would actually, if the move by the presidency to put forward the text before we have the COP to hear the report of the ad hoc working group on LCA, that would in reality, in effect, is tantamount to obstruct the process and would very much endanger the successful outcome in Copenhagen.
Su Wei is not alone. His remarks won support from Brazil, India, South Africa and other developing countries. The Chinese deputy chief negotiator says China wants a text with extensive participation from all contracting parties. The protests forced the Danish presidency to agree to continue negotiations on the text. The Chinese delegation is still optimistic about the outcome of the Copenhagen conference. Su Wei says the Chinese delegation came to the talks with utmost sincerity. China released open and transparent measures and goals to cut greenhouse gas emissions. Su Wei says developed countries need not worry about China keeping their promises. CCTV.